So I don't know, my head's spinning, maybe yours is spinning, but in the last few minutes, I want to go straight first to the Putin reaction to the ceasefire. What do you make of it? Many analysts said that Putin is bound to play nice with President Trump. He appreciates, as he said there, Trump's intervention to end the war. But again, as suspected, he gave a whole list of reservations. Where do you think this is headed? How do you react?
Well, the whole list of reservations that he gave is really nothing more than a form of rope-a-dope. He wants every second to be able to continue to hit Ukraine while these discussions are ongoing. And he's, giving a nod to President Trump and thanking him for all of the courtesies. He also mentioned his other allies, including South Africa and others. But while all of this is going on, Christiane, he's going to continue to hit Ukraine very, very hard. And I think President Trump's appropriate response is if the immediate ceasefire that Steve Witkoff is going to propose in person in Moscow is rejected, or even if it's not rejected, but it's like one of those, we'll take it under advisement and get back to you, we should, without public announcement or fanfare, be surging weapons to Ukraine as well as intel and letting them again hit hard inside of Russian territory, so that while Vladimir Putin is taking his sweet time, he's suffering severe casualties in the process.
Mm-hmm. He indicated that, in fact, that surge that you're talking about, the fact that it's also been restarted since the Saudi talks between the U.S. and Ukraine, that's a no-no for him. He's like, really? Ceasefire? But then the weapons have to stop flowing to Ukraine. So it puts, Trump in a bit of a bind. And Lukashenko, who's always there to nod to Putin, said, I advise the Russian president not to fall for Donald's tricks. Those were his. So everybody thinks they're being played.
Well, this is like two people that are each holding a gun to one another's head, and the only way out of this is they both slowly at the same time need to lower the guns and put them on the table. But the last thing either of them wants to do is abruptly put the gun down while the other one is still pointing at your head, because you won't have a head left when this is all through. I don't think that the Trump administration should make a big fanfare out of resurging weapons, but I think they should do so quietly. Putin will get the message when all of a sudden the ATACMS missiles start hitting well inside of Russia.
All right, let's move on to the other war, because it is massive, and that's the trade war. We have a G7 meeting in Canada. Canada is sort of ground zero for this new Trump, old Trump, new Trump escalation of the trade war. They are talking in, self-defense terms. They are refusing to be bullied. I'm just laying it all out, as you know. Do you understand where this is going? I mean, every day just about, we have trade tariffs, then suspensions, then retaliations, then reciprocals. I mean, what is going on?
Well, what's going on very simply is President Trump is trying to do something really, really big. He's not now using the tariffs as a negotiating tactic, because clearly that initial strategy has not paid off. Everyone has met him tariff for tariff and so on. So what he is trying to do, very simply put, and it's a big, big move, and it's going to take a lot of patience on the part of the American people, because when you come out the other end, America will be better for it. And what I'm talking about is reestablishing America as a major, major manufacturing center. To the point of where everything is made here again the way it used to be 70, 80 years ago.
Mm-hmm. So, Ambassador Sondland, I assume that you agree with all the experts that say even if that's possible, that's going to take a long, long time, and that it is very rich for the American people to be asked to accept what even Trump is saying. He can't rule out a recession. Prices are going to go up. As he said, there are going to be bumps in the road, but you just have to be patient. Hang on a second. He ran and won an election based purely and simply on the economy and lowering prices and taking the cost of living drama out of everybody's pocket. And now, I mean, this is rhetorical jujitsu. How are people meant to react to this?
Well, I might respectfully disagree with one thing you said. I don't think he ever promised no drama, because drama and President Trump
No,
are
I didn't
synonymous.
say drama. I said cost of living dramas. You know, they had to come down. He was voted on that issue, and now he's trying to say that actually it doesn't matter if prices go up and if recession happens and there's a global, economic collapse. You've seen the market. He loves the market. It's not reacting favorably to him.
Well, we're also talking a matter of days here that this has occurred. This has not been going on for a year or for 6 months. And what I think is going to happen is, as these tariffs go up by the minute, at some point, one trade opponent after another, and they're not our opponents, they're our allies, but one trade opponent after another is going to say, okay, let's de-escalate this while we talk. At which point, their tariffs on us will have to match us percent for percent. And that's what Trump wants. Because at the end of the day, he would like to see no tariffs in either direction and no barriers to entry in either direction. He made, for example, the EU that offer back in 2019. He said, let's drop all of our tariffs in both directions, all of our non-tariff barriers, all of our subsidies, and let's see how it goes. We can always reinstate them later, but the Europeans wouldn't take that offer.